Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Manchester Public Television Services coverage of high school basketball. We find ourselves once again in the Bronstein Gymnasium on the campus of Memorial High School. But this time it's a girls Division I game as the unbeaten Bishop Girton Cardinals are into town against the unbeaten Memorial Crusaders. I'm Peter Capano, and I'm joined tonight by Fred McNeil, my good friend and color man. How you doing, Fred?
I'm doing great. Pleasure to be back with you, Peter. High above courtside.
High above courtside. Here we are. Starting lineups are about to be announced. Hannah Muchmore wears number 1, the captain, 5'7" senior guard for Bishop Girton. Number 5 is Aria O'Connell, a 5'7" senior guard. Girton in their away green. Number 12 is Erin Carney, a 5'5" senior guard. Number 15 is Addison Smith, a 6-foot senior forward. Here she comes. And number 22 is Kaylee McDonald, a 5'9" freshman forward. 7 freshmen on this roster,
including a starter for the 4-time champion Bishop Girton Cardinals.
BG coached by Brad Creek.
Brad's 5th year with the program. He's done pretty well to start, huh, Peter?
Yeah, pretty well. Understatement of the day.
Yes.
Here's Memorial starting lineup. Number 5 is Jess Carrier, just back from a shoulder injury, the 5'3" junior guard. Number 11 is Elizabeth Barrientos, a 5'9" sophomore forward. Number 12 is Janessa Brunette, a 5'9" senior forward. Number 22 is Tamara Gould, a 5'4" senior guard. And their sharpshooter is number 23, Lyric Grumblatt, 5'9" senior guard.
Heart and soul of that team, Peter.
That's where the points come from. The coach of the Crusaders is Greg Cotreau.
It's Greg's 3rd year with the program.
We will observe the national anthem. Once again, the flag is hidden behind a curtain. That's why you're not seeing it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Fred, both teams come in at 6-0, but it's BG with the, 4 straight state titles
that is
in their
correct.
pockets. They've done it with a lot of full court pressure, especially after a made basket.
So that press is going to be key for Memorial to beat coming down. I saw you talking to the coach a little bit about that strategy before the game, Peter.
Yes, and I mentioned that it's not going to be a surprise to his players. These two teams met in the semifinals, for instance, last year, and they've played every year during the regular season as well. He mentioned, however, how hard it is to practice against it because the speed at which it is put upon you by these starters for BG it can't be duplicated in practice. And so it's just a matter of how quickly they can adapt to the speed. They intellectually know it, but performing against it is a whole nother thing sometimes. All right, the tip goes to BG. Here's Muchmore. She will direct traffic. She's gone to Addison Smith. In the corner here for McDonald.
Quick start with a three-pointer from the side.
And here it is, a 2-2-1 full court pressure.
Yeah.
Grumblatt gets it over midcourt.
There you go. You got open underneath.
Brunette's pass came off a shin, but it was picked up by Gould.
Suffocating defense right from the start, Peter.
Gould had some room that time, or I should say Carrier did.
Oh, they trapped it, doubled it up top.
Grumblatt took it right back, lays it down low to Barrientos. Her layup won't go. It's loose. I think it'll stay Memorial ball. It will.
And as we always say, all those points to the paint are critical. You can't miss those little bunny shots. Memorial's going to need every basket they can get tonight.
Got a foul. I think it'll be on much more. She was trying to cut off the cutter. I think that was Brunette coming across the lane. We'll do this again.
And a shout out to my friends and colleagues officiating tonight. Gary Wong, who made that call, and Tom Zapora, two veteran officials.
This is Brunette. She likes to get to the basket, put her head down and slash in. Here she is.
Great defense by Gert, moving their feet all the time.
Grumblatt for a long three.
That was a deep three.
Rebound to Carney. Aaron down the left side. She'll stop and turn the ball over. She's palming it out there, but that's not going to get called. This is Carney again. Thinking about shooting. Steps back, picks it up, directing traffic.
Good defense on this run by Memorial. Crusaders keeping them out on the perimeter.
O'Connell used her offhand to clear some room, got to the basket, missed the easy shot. It was left-handed, however.
That's how you beat the press. Peter, don't let them make a basket.
Yeah, get the ball off the backboard and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Brunette.
Showing patience.
Not a lot of motion here from this Memorial team against the man-to-man, but look at Brunette pick up that loose ball and drop it in, makes it 3-2.
She's making the most of the opportunity there. Ball was on the floor, she put it in.
On the floor, that shot won't count as Addison Smith gets some room to the basket. I think Brunette's going to pick up her first foul. No? It's on Barrientos.
Addison looks a full 6 feet. She's a tall body out there for the Cardinals.
One of just 3 seniors on this team? Or is it 5? 5 seniors. 3 start.
But again, these seniors have been part of a 4-year run of state championships. They're all battle hardened. Nice defense there as they knock the ball out of bounds.
Tamara Gould doing the defensive work.
As we all know, BG plays an out-of-state schedule too against some tough opponents.
Jumper from the corner is off. The rebound to Brunette. Janessa hands it off to Carrier. Carrier with the jumper.
Wide open 3. No reason not to take that. Oh, go up strong with that.
Here's
There we go up
Barrientos.
strong.
The rebound to Smith. She's over to Muchmore. Now in the corner, gets it back. Look at Brunette warming to the task of guarding her.
It's another wide open 3 from the corner.
And it's in from area O'Connell.
That's twice they've hit from that area. Oh, just got that pass in.
Here's Gould. Should bank that in, but she goes straight for the rim, and the rebound foul goes on Barrientos. That'll be her second.
That's something we teach repeatedly at youth basketball, Pete, is use that glass.
Use that
it's such an advantage.
That was a shot tailor-made for a bank.
Exactly.
Hit the top corner of the square.
No, those are
Close
drills
to you.
we did with our teams over and over, and that goes back to capitalizing those points in the paint. Oh, nice give and go. Got the foul in the hoop.
Carrier put it in.
Get very simple, basic play.
Should say Carney put it in. Carrier picked up the foul. Her first, team's third. 5'5" senior can make it 9-2. That's another thing, of course. I mean, it sounds simple enough, but Memorial just doesn't want to have to play from behind in this game, and they are at this point. Those points went up on the wrong side on the scoreboard, but it's 11-2. Barrientos, excuse me.
Goes in. Those are the type of bounces we need.
That's Brunette.
Oh, good pass. Open underneath.
Carney. Front rims it. Rebound to Ryan Moran, number 4 for Memorial in the game. She must have come on for Barrientos, who picked up 2 quick fouls.
Yeah, Just Carrier missed 4 games due to that shoulder injury. You see she's got some sort of harness or brace on that.
Let's take.
She just came back for...
Look at Brunette. Oh, my goodness.
But she's the only one down there, 3 green jerseys.
Well, much more got ran over by Just Carrier. The referees didn't call anything.
The BG coach was certainly looking for that call.
He deserved it on that.
Okay.
But we remain at 11-4.
Oh, there's an easier.
Carrier can't make the layup.
And that was from her left side with the braces, too.
I believe she is left-handed, though, Fred. Yeah. And now we've got the 4th foul on Memorial. Looks like it's on Carrier. No, I'll take that back. It's on Moran, her first.
But you see that often in games when a team is overmatched on the defensive side, that there's a lot of fouls, and sometimes it looks like a discrepancy. That's the only way they can scrap along in the game.
In for BG, Maisie Barker, number 2. Who is the other one? Oh, her hair is obscuring her number.
51?
Megan Stack, yes, 6-foot freshman. She's on the ball. Here's Moran.
There's a good pass, now the finish. Yes.
Got it.
And again, that's how you break the press.
13-6.
You know, Addison Smith, for big lady, handles the ball very well. Another nice pass. Now Memorial's been lucky. BG's missed at least 3 bunnies underneath, and that was one of them.
Well, maybe they're even then. Maybe each team has missed them. That's a good quick pass out from Moran, and Carney reached over, knocked it into the crowd. Decent crowd here tonight, Fred.
No, great to see. Always love to see a full gym at any of the Manchester schools. And again, the basketball in the state, the quality has never been better. I mean, we have a couple of 2 players in the pros now. Several others at D1 colleges playing.
That's right. Yep.
Oh, nice pass, nice patience. A quick finish.
Addison Smith caught it, waited till the right moment to put it up. She's fouled by Lauren Bartnicki, I guess. Number 1, Lauren's in the game.
So BG has actually lost 2 games this year, Peter, at their Christmas tournament.
Oh, no kidding.
They went to Florida for their Christmas tournament.
Oh, my.
And they lost to Miami County, 70-49.
Wow.
And then lost to Mercy, who they are playing in a couple weeks, and that's a school in Connecticut, 65-63.
Wow.
And then they took out the frustration in the final game, beating Barron 68-17.
Ooh, 51 points.
But they left in 7th place in, again, a high-profile tournament in Florida over the holidays.
Wow, interesting. I did not know that. I did look at their schedule, and I saw they play a Mass team, a Rhode Island team, a Connecticut team, and a New York team.
Correct. Mercy's the Connecticut team. And last year they played Braintree, and they scheduled New England powerhouses to play. You know, great for the program.
Yes. Braintree, I think, was ranked number 1 in Mass, at least for a while.
Oh,
nice much
play.
more to the basket. Can't get it up over the rim. And the rebound is to Brunette. Here's Gould.
Nice transition.
Kicks
Open
it to
look.
Moran. She takes a dribble and then the jumper. Gould maybe should have just shot that herself. Yeah. Offensive foul on Brooke Paquette, number 14, the 5'7" freshman. She just was a little out of control that whole time.
But as we know, plays like this can always turn the momentum. Good defense by the Crusaders. Let's see if they can turn it into offense. Break the press fairly
Snaps
easily.
it up to Moran. Moran dumps it out to Grumblack. Grumblack to Gould. It slips out of her hand, but Bartnicki tracks it down. All right. Brunette stops and pops. Got
Get
it.
the bounce.
No,
I thought it was going to go in.
It's much more.
She's making stack. Looks like she's got a lot of pulleys for a freshman. Another big lady for the Cardinals.
Long jumper rattles out. Moran rebounds. Gets it to Brunette. Here comes Janessa. That's a good look to Moran.
The pass was a little slow.
Gould gets hit after the shot, but the three will count. And it's 14-9 with in the last minute here of the first quarter.
Let's see if we can make a stop here, Peter. Have some momentum going in the second quarter. Good to hear the crowd coming alive with the defense champ.
Gould comes in on the blind side and surprises Addison Smith, but she got a little too aggressive.
And it was, again, that's what we were saying about that scrappy defense.
Her first, team sixth, so.
Because Addison's only got about a half a foot on her, at least.
She had the ball down at waist level. It was there for Tamara to at least knock away, but she got her across the forearms instead. A little flat-footed jumper along the baseline. We got a rebounding foul on BG.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's on Smith. Her first, team's third.
Like 34 seconds.
Maybe it's on Megan Stack instead.
I think it was.
Gould.
Open either way.
Bartnicki now. Is it back to Tamara?
Nice switching by
Brunette is tied up by Bree Cox, number 23, a 5'9" senior.
That's just a matter of wanting the ball more right there. You can't let that stationary there. You feel that pressure, you move that ball.
Hey, screen, watch the seal shooter coming back in.
And she also kind of brought it down to her waist.
Just like you said with Smith on the other end. You have to be aware of where the player is.
Look at the speed here.
There's where they hit from twice already. Oh, nice
Hutchmore
follow.
gets her own rebound, misses that one too.
5 seconds.
That's Brunette. That's her style.
Take it.
It's Gould. She got fouled.
That's going to be on the floor.
Bree Wilcox will pick it up. She was she wanted to shoot, but she decided she couldn't. And I agree with you. It was on the floor, and the referees have called it that way. Half a second left.
Hey, watch screen and seal.
Enough time to get off a shot.
Seal, watch the seal.
Not with a dribble though.
Yeah.
And we'll go in after 8 minutes. 14-9 BG. Looked like BG was going to blow this one out open early, but they lost the scoring touch in the latter part of the quarter.
Well, as we were saying, both teams missed a lot of short shots in the paint, and if BG had hit half of those, that lead would be a lot more. But again, you have to be opportunistic against the best team in the state.
And conversely, Memorial missed a fair number of inside shots. It could be tied if they had dropped those in.
Yeah. But again, take advantage of this opportunity. You're still close. You're only down by 5 after 1. They seem to have been handling the press coming up, few times coming up, and that was a critical success factor that we identified.
I think that BG has been better operating their half-court offense than Memorial has been, and that's the difference in the game right now. Memorial's rebounding actually quite well, especially on the defensive boards, I think.
Yes.
They need to keep Janessa Brunette on the floor. She is a very good rebounder, and she can get to the basket, which means she can pick up some fouls on some of her opponents.
But
and that's very helpful.
Yeah, and she's coming off a big game. She had 21 points in the overtime win Saturday against Bedford. Gould tossed in 15 on Saturday, and Grumlett had her 21 also, including a key 3 in the overtime with that big win against Bedford.
All right, BG will start with the ball. Carney. Back up top to Carney. Wilcox is along the baseline. There's Carney again at the elbow. Grumblatt gets a piece of it. Now she blocks the putback and comes down with the rebound. That's the other thing that we didn't see. I think we saw one shot from Lyric in the first quarter. BG obviously knows who she is and what she can do. Memorial wasn't able to get her very many looks.
Oh, nice steal right there, though, scrum.
But Nikki battling with Carney might have caught her in the jaw with an elbow after the whistle had blown even. Just still trying to get the ball out. Carney doesn't look too happy about it, and I can't blame her, but it was a glancing blow.
Yes. Oh, nice pass, finish.
Brunette. Oh. Brunette's going to get called for the foul.
Again, got to finish those. Nice passing, moving strong to the basket.
That's 2 fouls on Janessa. You just said they need to keep her on the floor, and we'll see.
Well, I see subs coming in right now.
Looks like number 13, Paige Tebow, and number 22, Tamara Gould back on for Moran and Brunette.
Cameron had a good game on Saturday, too. She threw in 15 points against Bedford.
The tri-captains for these Crusaders, Brunette, Gould, and Grumblatt are all terrific players and really fun to watch. I've enjoyed them over the past few years.
But this Memorial team is more experienced. I lost one senior from last year. And as evident by their 6-0 record. And also what we didn't mention, they went 3-0 in the Christmas tournament, winning that at Central.
That's right, the Doug Chandler Christmas tournament.
An injured Cardinal on the floor.
Held ball on the missed free throw. The trainer from Apple Therapy is out there going to take a look. And I think, Fred, we'll take a quick break right here and let her get some attention.
Okay.
All right, well, Aria O'Connell was helped off the floor. Wouldn't put any weight on her left leg. They're tending to her on the bench now. And we're back underway. 7:10 left until halftime. Girton by 9 now.
Wide open 3. That's 3 threes that they made. That 9 points is literally the difference in the game.
18-9. Memorial needs to find the net. Good rebound by Lexi Christopher. The corner
open
to Tamara. Got it. 18-12. Here's Smith. You got Barker on the left. This is Carney on the opposite side. Here's much more. It's back to Carney. Carney is matched up with Paige Tebow over there on the far side.
But this zone's just keeping them out on the perimeter. Another 3.
And the rebound to Tebow. Excuse me, to Christopher.
Could chop it down to 6-4.
Got Bree Wilcox with the riding, whatever you want to call it. She had her arm on her opponent.
Hand check is what we call that.
Hand check, thank you.
Which has been a point of emphasis for the past few years for basketball officials.
Wilcox's second foul, team's 5th. Oh, there's some miscommunication.
Almost got it back. Tamara's such a game, but she's always scrapping for that ball.
She's got a great basketball brain.
Yep.
There she is again. She's going to pick up that foul. That's at least 2 on her.
And again, that's the second one against Smith. You know, when she goes up against her,
Yeah.
she's being a little too physical. You can't.
It is 2.
And that one, she literally just bounced off of her too.
But Nikki comes on for her.
Yeah, Addison's got a nice smooth shot. As a senior, I wonder if she's playing ball next year at any D1 schools.
I asked Coach Creek about his players that have graduated. Look at the steal by Muchmore. Speaking of a basketball brain.
No, exactly, Pete. That's just what I was thinking. Came up behind. Memorial's looking to make that next pass, and they translate it into points. And now here comes that press again.
Has another one to make it 22-12. Now another turnover.
Oh, nice pass.
What a pass.
And a finish.
Timeout to Kearney. The 5:05 mark. This game just exploded.
So Memorial had the ball coming up the court with a chance to cut it to 4, and they just blew it open, and they're down by 12 now.
2 quick turnovers converted into baskets.
But both those turnovers from the press, and again, even though on the other side of the court was that tenacious defense.
Well, Memorial has Brunette and Gould on the bench with 2 fouls, and they are a major part of their ball handling.
Yes.
You can see the 2-2-1 full court trapping press that the Cardinals use. They don't trap till about here.
And they're patient with that trap too,
Whoa.
which makes it successful. That could easily have been another turnover by the Crusaders.
Memorial's lucky that Stack decided to try to get that. She deflected it into the crowd. It might have gone in the crowd anyway. And it is Grumblatt. That's where they need the ball. She needs some touches.
There we go. Twist and turn, go in.
Won't drop.
There's been a number.
Here's Smith in the corner for Kearney. Comes off. Bartnicki. Bartnicki's tough. She's a little bulldog in there, Fred. She gets a hold of the ball. Here's Grumblatt. She likes that right there, but she doesn't get anything on that shot.
BG moves the ball up the court very well. There's another great, when you talk about off the glass, Peter, that's that soft touch.
Brenna Parquette, she kind of did that one-handed, too.
Yep. That's 2 she's had like that.
And there's Stack with the steal.
The freshman, another one.
Again to Kearney.
She missed that one.
Stack.
Yeah. Going to the line.
That foul will be on McCoy. Yes, Aaron McCoy, number 14, on for Memorial.
At the halfway mark of the second quarter, Pete, it's starting to get away from Memorial here.
26-12. Stack is a lefty, Fred.
Yeah, even better. And with her size, if she can work on some of the post play down low, being a lefty, again, that'll be unique down under.
Yes.
Again, good mechanics on that. You know, I look for that all the time. Nice poise and posture, nice wrist cock. And like I said, only a freshman at 6 feet.
7 freshmen on this BG roster. And Moran back on. Now Carrier.
So it's almost a 2-fold offense. They have to beat the press.
Grumblatt.
There we go.
(27-15) at the 3:40 mark here in the second quarter. Much more. Comes off.
Not afraid to take a shot.
Rebound.
She's done such a great job with those underhanded passes to start the fast break.
Carey had kind of lost the handle on that one, so she more or less just pushed it up against the backboard. Comes away in the possession of BG.
And that was Addison again, the big girl bringing the ball up the court.
Comes
Good
Carrier.
hands.
She's 2v3. But
Oh, nice move.
Brunette likes that. Goes to her left. Makes it 27-17.
Great move in there. She went in the paint, as you said, then went to the left, up off the glass and in. Need a stop here so we can get down to single digits.
A jumper from Brooke Paquette.
Okay.
They're equivalent of a stop if they get the defensive rebound. And here's Carrier. Carrier's got a couple of them beat, kicks it in the corner. That's Christopher.
But when they double up on this man-to-man, the ball handler has to be aware there's an open man somewhere to look at. Here we go. Open look.
The elbow. Grumblatt can't make it.
I mean, how many rebounds does Smith have tonight? Oh, nice block. Gee, Stack just took up, what, 1 minute breather on the bench and she's back in?
Yeah. Coach Creek probably didn't like what he saw. Memorial's got 5 straight points to make it just a 10-point deficit at the 2:13 mark. If they can get it under 10, they'll probably be happy enough going into halftime.
And we talked about that psychological advantage of breaking it to single digits. You're still in the game.
Grumblatt might as well stop and pop. Well, she takes it to the basket, and she's going to get called for the offensive foul.
And that's number 3 on her.
Is it? On Grumblatt?
I believe we'll see.
I don't know. Let's see what comes up on the score. No, it's just her first.
Okay, my mistake.
Yeah. Coach Cottrell didn't agree with that call. I don't have an opinion. I really didn't see it very clearly.
But the official's the closest one to the play. Tom was well positioned for that.
Lyric Grumblatt all the way.
Yep, and draws the foul this time.
Stack will get called. Two shots for Lyric. Memorial needs points from her.
Caitlin Wheeler, 5'11" freshman. Now in the game for the Cardinals.
You just keep coming.
That's exactly what I thought.
Just keep going. 5'11" freshman, and she looks like a senior.
Right. So, and she replaced the 6-foot freshman.
Yeah. There she is.
Oh, it just hits it from the
That's
outside.
McDonald, excuse me.
But she's still yet another freshman.
Caitlin picks up her first foul of the game. Shoot 1-on-1. Grumblatt back at the line.
Like we said, they need every basket, so the charity stripe is critical for them tonight.
32-20, the 121 mark.
PG's already in the double bonus and has been for a while. All right, need a defensive stop, my friend.
It's like a 2-3 zone for the Crusaders right now. The three-point jumper comes in from Maisie Barker.
But BG's gotten a lot of offensive boards. There's another critical one there. Nice play inside.
Big bump. Moran's going to pick up a foul, I think. That'll send Molly Smith to the line. A 5'8" freshman.
But Molly, nice inside move there. Beat her her defender. Went to the hoop, got fouled. Now we'll see if she capitalizes.
Second foul on Moran.
Nothing but net.
Here comes Tebow back on. Moran steps off. We have 1 minute left until halftime. Rebound goes to Chloe Allen. This is just Carrier. She's getting bodied a little bit. Allen's shot is short. Here comes Barker all the way. Ball's loose.
Look up.
Brunette comes away with it. She'll probably take it herself.
Yeah.
She likes to go it alone. Can't get it to bank in.
This is up
Here's
and down
Carney.
the court to Ed Peter.
I guess. Carney's soft shot will drop in. Looks like after the ball went through the net, it was tapped out of bounds. And,
So that would be a delay of game warning that they reported to the official scorer.
Yeah. It's a good look to Brunette.
Uh-oh,
Not a good look.
ill-advised
Cross
pass.
court. Nice one-handed bounce pass.
Goes in with the left hand. Great
Carney,
fundamental show by Bishop Curtin.
Carney finishes nicely. There's Allen, or Tibor, I should say. That'll end the half. BG ends it on a little bit of a run, and they go into halftime with a 16-point lead, 37-21.
Every time Memorial tried to cut that down to single digits, Bishop Curtin just ramped it up either with the press or that fast break, and they've been the one that's been making the hoops.
We'll be right back with the second half. All right, well, Fred, what does Memorial have to do better here to get back in this game, down 16 after 2 quarters?
Well, it's a bit of a mount for them to climb, but they have to protect the ball even after that press. They've had several turnovers on their side of the court after they beat the press. Also make some baskets.
Yeah, they need to get the ball in the basket.
Oh,
don't
and
they?
turnover
There's a
right
quick
to start.
turnover. Much more. It's fouled by Grumblatt.
I tell you, much more, as you said, is great basketball sense. Very quick, great hands.
She'll get 2.
It makes the first.
Of course, the goal in this game is to get some experience against the BG team, the BG press, if you will, and learn about what needs to be done come playoff time to beat them. Isn't that right? I mean, winning this game isn't all that important, honestly.
I agree with that. And they'll see how they measure up tonight. And there's still tough games left on the schedule for both teams, obviously. Merrimack's still an undefeated D1 team at 6-0. As we mentioned, BG's got a few more out-of-state games to tune them up. But yes, this is definitely a precursor for hopefully a rematch up at SNU later in March.
Yes, I think Merrimack comes here in a few weeks. Should be a good one.
Yeah, they just beat Goffstown the other night. Again, great passes by much more. She's got that underhand and just casually throws it.
Good look to the basket by Erin Carney.
Tamara Gould had a hand on her, pushing her away, and still couldn't. She made the basket. They had a look underneath.
Merrimack, well, we got a foul. Something's going on underneath. Looks like it's on BG. It's on 22, Kaylee McDonald, the freshman. Her first, team's second of the half. So we're a minute into this third quarter. The Merrimack girls handed the Central girls their only loss of the year. Central's at 5-1 right now, along with 3 or 4 other teams in Division I.
I noticed the old perennial power Nice play there. Way to use the glass.
Brunette.
I need some stops on the center of the court.
Aaron Carney. Top to Hannah Muchmore.
Oh, there we go. That zone collapsed nicely on the ball there.
Gould came from the weak side and grabbed the ball. It's Tamara.
She is tough as nails, pushing off as she's dribbling.
Brunette kicks it out.
Open look.
Barrientos won't drop. And here comes Carney. In the corner, Muchmore. Long rebound.
Look up.
Good look for Grumblatt, but the pass just wasn't quite there for the layup. It'll work for a three in the corner, but Lyric is well off.
Well, that would have been nice to hit. Maybe it would have been better to bring that ball in. You know what PG does a good job is spreading the floor against this zone.
It's not a zone right now, is it? It's a man-to-man. Although it's a little confused. It didn't look like everybody had someone that time. It's Barrientos.
Oh, good pass.
Bypass, bounce pass, I should say.
But see, Gould can't do anything in that paint against all the Giants down there. That's not who they need to get the ball in the paint.
That's right. She's listed at 5'4", and that may not be the truth.
Oh.
Yeah, she get bumped that time for sure. Muchmore will pick up the foul.
But Tamara's
Her
relentless, driving to the basket again, as usual, against the bigger defender. No fear whatsoever.
Comes Maisie Barker on for Muchmore.
Yet another freshman coming in. So Bishop Girton, being a private parochial school, they can draw from a much larger geographical area than most public high schools in the state. And I think that's reflected in a lot of their sports programs.
They haven't done much in soccer lately. Not much at all. Good hand by Gould that time to knock that bounce pass away.
But traditionally, they've had a very strong lacrosse program there.
Track programs.
Yeah.
Here's Brunette now in the corner. She's going to slash to the basket and muscle her way in. Ball won't drop, though.
She's going up against a 6-foot Megan Stack there.
Barker. Now Smith. She lost it off her knee.
Yeah. She took her eye off everything there, it looked like. She looked the other way for some reason. And hit both the player and lost the ball.
Grumblatt kicks it in the corner for Gould. Got it. 43-30 at the halfway point of the third quarter.
Good timeout by Bishop Girton. Again, just a sniff of life by Memorial, and immediately take a timeout, regroup, take some of the momentum away from Memorial after that nice three-pointer.
16-point lead, went up a little bit. Now it's down to 13.
And again, the objective is to be single digits going into the fourth. Great to hear the hometown roar when the Crusaders came back out on the court. Again, always nice to have a full house here in Manchester.
Girton has averaged 67 points a game and allowed but 35 through the first 6 results. They have 43 here at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter, so they're pretty well on for scoring. Memorial has similar numbers, except they've averaged 57 and allowed 37 per game. BG's been actually very consistent, scoring 64, 62, 65, 73, 73, and 70.
Yeah. That's a scoring machine, my friend.
Grumblett steps into the passing lane and grabs that one. Memorial's done a pretty good job defensively here in the past few minutes. Made maybe 3 consecutive steals. Grumblett has that touch, so there's not backcourt. Grumblett to the hole. Got it. Like to see that more often.
And those 3 green jerseys there that she beat too. We like to see that. Here we go. Trap it.
Burnett got a hand on the ball. Knocked it out of play.
Well, the Crusaders trying to keep this momentum up here. Good defense there.
43-32 now. The 3:24 mark of the third. Long pass.
Oh, nice tip.
Grumbett's going to get it.
Finish it.
Lay it in.
There we go. Another timeout by BG.
Another timeout for BG.
Oh, and the coach is pumped up there.
The Crusaders have it back under 10 at 43-34 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
And the crowd comes to life here at Memorial. Well, that was good. Again, that was an ill-advised pass by BG. And again, Memorial capitalized off of it. And Grumblett just beat everyone for that ball. She wanted it more.
And she laid it in with her left hand, which is always great to see. I love to see the players can use either hand.
And again, capitalized on that turnover, made that bunny shot. The defense chant goes up here at the gym.
Brooke Paquette up top to Erin Carney. That's stolen away. Double team with Gould and Brunette. Knocked it out of the hands of Barker, I think it was. This is happening with much more on the bench, Fred.
But she's all ready to check right back in, Peter.
Is she? Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, against the bigger defender with the left hand, high off the glass.
Oh, what a beautiful basket that was.
Drop him in that corner. There you go.
She almost got the steal.
That's 3 times BG went in the far court corner and got trapped and got in trouble.
You'd think they'd want to avoid that spot,
especially that was Smith over there in the corner. You want her in the middle so she has room to move.
Hannah Muchmore on the floor now. Here's a foul line turnaround jumper by Molly Smith. And the 5'8" freshman has it. It's 45-36.
Here comes that press now.
That's a good look to Gould.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, with the block.
That's much more. Is it much more? That would be 3.
Yes, it is.
And it is. She just came back on. Picks up that foul.
That may be critical down the line, especially the way she plays, Peter. Very aggressive player.
Brunette trying to figure out where she wants to go.
And much more forced that. She was so tenacious. The weak side grabbed it because she was focusing so much on much more in front of her.
That's right. Addison Smith came over and double teamed her and took the ball away. Then a nice little entry pass to Brooke Paquette, and she was fouled by Bartnicki, I think. Just Lawrence first, team's second. That free throw pushes it back out to a 10-point lead.
BG's been strong from the line. Here's that press. Nice bounce pass.
Bartnicki stops and pops. Won't go, but Brunette.
Oh, fighting for that ball.
Looked like Bartnicki and Brunette kind of got in each other's way that time, and the rebound goes to BG.
I don't want to sound like a homer, even though I am, but the bounces just haven't been going the Crusaders' way. That's an example of it.
Brooke Paquette with the jumper. Nice putback by Smith, but it comes off, and here's Lyric. Lyric directing some traffic, looking for a hole. She's got it. She got bumped, and she'll get it. Foul will be on Molly Smith, the 5'8 freshman.
And that's what we talked about, is the aggressive play going inside like that, drawing that contact and making that hoop.
And Fred, that's the 5th foul on BG. Memorial just has 2 in this quarter. There's a minute 23 left.
We talked about the criticality of free throws, and the Crusaders just made that a 3-point play.
I think Lyric's been perfect from the line so far today. Cross court pass to Carney.
Oh,
down
nice
low.
feed.
Oh, that comes out.
Oh, that's one of a spin for us.
Oh, got a foul on Memorial.
Yes.
It's on Bartnicki. Judged to have grabbed the forearm of her opponent. Crowd doesn't like it.
Oh, but Tom's a great ref, a passionate ref, and again, he was 5 feet from the play.
Yeah, I certainly can't argue.
Well positioned.
Well, if it did. Lyric with a nice rebound over Molly Smith. She's got the ball, a little stutter step.
Oh, big play. Oh, in and out.
That would have put this place buzzing. 47-39 BG lead right now.
Good ball movement by
Corner
BG.
for Brooke Paquette. She steps through and it comes out again.
Yes.
And this time it's Moran with the rebound. She gets owed over to Bartnicki.
That's 2 hoops in and out. Go strong.
Brunette.
Yes.
There it is. That is Janessa's game right there. Getting to the basket, sliding through, picking up fouls. It's on Brooke Paquette. It almost doesn't matter with the BG. They have so many players. Although if you've got Hannah Muchmore on the bench with foul trouble, then you've done something.
Yes.
20.
Oh, but depth is a strength of BG, no question
Absolutely.
about it. And again, even the sophomores and juniors have played on 2 and 3 years of championship teams. Again, against some of the best, highest caliber teams in New England.
Paige Tebow on for Memorial, giving Lyric Grumblatt a little extra break.
Okay, try to hold him on this last stance with 20 seconds left. They're going to wait for one last shot. Oh, there's a steal.
Deflected. Muchmore tracks it down. Burnett is wise not to foul, and she doesn't. The running right-hander won't go. I think that'll be Memorial ball. It is. Yeah. Last touch by Carney. 0.6 seconds left. So we're going to go into the third quarter, Fred, 47-40.
And that was the objective for the Crusaders. Cut the single digits going into the fourth, and they have that momentum on their side.
Memorial put up 19 points in that quarter and held BG to 10. And it's only a 7-point Cardinal lead.
And to put it in perspective, they only had 21 in the first half.
That's right.
So again, if they can have that type of production in the fourth, but that D's got to clamp down on and capitalize on any turnovers they can get.
BG was very guilty of turning the ball over in that quarter. A lot of passes that went cross court that were deflected. A lot of traps in that far corner, as we mentioned.
Right, they had 3 straight in that far corner.
And Memorial was fired up, took it to the rim. Lyric hasn't been able to get a lot of good looks from three-point land, and so she's decided she'll take it to the basket, and that's exactly what she should do.
And when she takes it to the basket, the more she does that, the more it opens up those three-pointers and long shots afterwards, keeping the defense honest like that.
That's right. That's right. They may tend to back off a little bit to stop the getting to the rim, and instead she may find herself with some room for a three.
All right, BG's going to start with the ball in the fourth.
All right, Lyric still on the bench to start this quarter. Coach Coutreau's going to try to get her some rest, I guess. Here's another one of those cross-court passes.
Excuse me.
Would have got me benched when I played in high school, but that's standard fare in this game these days. No dribbling there, all passes. Muchmore's back jumper comes off the back rim, but it's rebounded by BG.
But you had a wide open three.
No dribbling, Fred.
Yeah.
Here's some dribbles.
Oh, good pass underneath.
Well, Ryan Moran kind of had a sniff of that pass, and she swung at it and missed it.
Right.
And then she went after the dribble and picked up the foul, her third.
But I tell you, the big lady for Bishop Gordon, Addison Smith, has great hands. Several times in the game like that, she's passed in the paint. Does a nice little bounce pass.
Yes.
Open there. And that's what you want from a big person posting up on top of the key like that. The ability to dish off and feed the teammates.
This is Molly Smith with the second of 2 free throws. She doesn't get either one of them.
Right.
Bartnicki comes away with the rebound. And here we go the other way.
All right, in the fourth, each possession becomes more and more important. Strong to the hoop.
Barrientos.
Yes. Off the glass and in. That's a tough off the glass in the center like that.
It's really well done by Elizabeth, 5'9" sophomore.
And the defense chance starts once again.
It's a jumper for Erin Carney. Rebound, bounces.
And one.
And it ends up in Addison Smith's hand. She lays it in and is fouled.
You know, it's so hard to displace her, even though it was clearly a foul pushing off. It was like she was even hit right up off the glass.
Right. Foul came in on Bartnicki. Doesn't seem right. But Lyric is back on.
So this has been the story of the game, Peter. Every time Memorial gets momentum, BG pulls away. Let's see if Memorial can break that here. There's the press, beats it easily. Open person. Oh, and fumbled the pass.
Yeah, Brunette just didn't catch the ball that time.
Unforced turnover. You can't have those against BG.
Much more directing traffic. Bounce pass at the high post.
She is the floor general out there.
Here it is again to the high post.
See, and that high post is nice. No one's there. She puts the ball on the court.
Brunette comes away
shot
with it. Carrier. Off to Barriento. Her shot is blocked. And here comes Bree Wilcox.
That was Smith again in the middle.
Erin Carney now in the middle to Smith.
Oh, nice pass. And finishes.
Yeah, much more down along the baseline. Caught that ball, knew right where to go with it, which is back up to the high post. And a nice little bounce pass to Addie Smith. It resulted in 2.
Yeah, smooth jumper. She does it all. Yeah, no, BG looks great tonight. Impressive team all the way around.
Pushes the lead back out to 10. They don't look invincible, however, Fred. It obviously is a very good team. They did not lose a game last year and are unbeaten so far in regular season here, shooting for five straight state titles, reminiscent of the Winnicott days.
Correct.
But they have been a little sloppy with the ball here and there.
But, you know, I credit some of Memorial's defense with that, too. Again, we talked about they had to scrap, and they have been scrapping. That produces ugly ball. There's that trap up top.
Lyric. I'm not sure what she is doing, dribbling against his zone.
Well, especially when she's got 2 people on her. There's an open look.
Corner. Oh, she got tripped at the last minute by Erin Carney.
No, that's a good call.
She may shoot 1 and 1.
Yes, she will be.
And she's been excellent at the line so far tonight, as fitting for a sharpshooter of her quality. Her team is down by 10 with 5:21 left in the game.
We'll give one more shout out to my friends in the zebra stripes. If you see the referees are wearing pink whistles tonight, that's for the next 2 weeks. All referees in NHIA games are going to be wearing pink whistles for breast cancer awareness.
Very good. I'll have to tease him about it if I get a chance.
And actually, what is traditional is you donate a game's fee to the Cancer Society.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it's both awareness and a fundraiser.
No, Don Penard's going to have to take back all those things he said about the referees.
Well, some of them may still be true.
Much more. Gets the baseline.
Oh, it just goes hard to the basket. Can't convert.
Gould comes away with it.
Right place, right time, as she always seems to be.
Gives it to Jess Carrier. Carrier's been a welcome addition to this team after being injured in the Christmas tournament. Here she goes.
Oh, couldn't quite go.
She's got a double dribble or a travel call. I'm not sure it was a travel, but it was no doubt a violation.
All right, pressed by Memorial now.
Yes, Coach Cotreau wants him down there. It looks like a kind of a man-to-man.
Yeah. Not as organized as BG's.
No, it's almost token pressure.
Yes. Oh, there's an opening.
And
you can't give that to him.
54-44 with 4:14 left. Grumblett's got some room.
Good pass, now go strong.
Brunette on her right hand. And once again, Aaron Carney, 2 quick baskets.
And timeout right away. Just like we said, every time Memorial gets close, BG pulls away. And that's another example of that.
56-44. Girton looks like they are not to be denied here, but they will have learned a few lessons, and Memorial will have learned a few lessons in this match. Coach Cotreau's lighting into his team on the right-hand side, imploring them one way or another.
I see Memorial goes on the road after this. They have the next 2 games against Nashua, both at North and South. And they come home for a couple with Salem and Keene. I see that Merrimack game against undefeated Merrimack isn't until mid-February.
Mid-February.
So both teams should be well primed by that time.
Do they go to Central?
They do. 2-7, Central 5 o'clock.
That could be fun. That sounds like a doubleheader with the boys.
Yep, I'm sure that's what it is.
Brunette here.
Look out.
To Gould. Now Grumblatt. Go ahead, Fred.
The Crusaders have had success breaking that press, I think, in this game.
I agree. The press hasn't been that important to this ball game.
They grabbed a few turnovers in the first quarter, and then I think Memorial's calmed down and they've broken it reasonably well.
It's been more a execution game and resisting actually the pressure, just man-to-man pressure and the half-court offense. Lyric. It's going to say she almost looks like she's a little too casual on that shot. She needs to take a moment.
3.5 minutes
Oh,
left.
my
You can't allow layups like that.
Addison Smith just dribbled in and laid it in like there was nobody else in the gym. Here's Gould. Over Smith.
No fair. And among the Giants, kisses it off the glass and in. There's that underhand pass again by much more.
BG by 11, 3:12 left in the game.
Another one in.
Oh, Brunette came over with the help defense, but then she stopped and she went away. She needed to take away that left-handed drive. And instead, it'll be the 3rd foul on Tamara Gould. 6th on the team. And for the conventional 3, It will be Aaron Carney.
And this BG train's pulling away now, up by 14 with 3 minutes left.
Here's Lyric. Got some room on the right.
Clears it out. Had an open shot there.
Gould. In the corner for Moran. Moran along the baseline.
Oh, save that.
Carrier had to scramble to keep that one on the court, but
Still tenacious man-to-man defense by the Cardinals.
it is. It's forcing
Right there,
Memorial
just
to
grab
make
the
some,
ball.
forcing Memorial to make some very kind of almost wild passes. And pass by pass, that offensive set's deteriorated. On the held ball, it'll stay Memorial ball. 2:37 left. Tammer. Got some
Going
room
right
to the
to the hoop.
basket.
Oh.
Yeah, she's fouled.
She'll be going to the line.
Maisie Barker will pick up the foul. The freshman, the 5'2" freshman, picks up her first foul. Tamara will get 2.
Cameron's finally picking on someone her own size. And she may even give away an inch there, too.
(61-48) with 2.5 left.
All right, let's see if BG just works some clock here. That's what it looks like they're doing. Keep the ball out near midcourt.
It is back to man for Memorial, recognizing that the zone won't work without the shot clock in effect. Next time, Fred, we'll have to have a discussion about the shot clock.
About the West High School and Sauhegan game?
Yeah, and the shot clock in general. It's been a topic with Don Bernard and I over the years, and Tom Bozoyan was vocal about it as well recently.
Well, unfortunately, as with many things, Peter, it comes down to economics, and that's such a big factor.
You can't ignore that. That's right.
No, because, again, you have to pay for the mechanical clock to go up there. A lot of these gyms, especially your smaller D3, D4 gyms, may not be equipped to mount a clock on top of there.
All right.
And then you have to pay a scorer to man that clock every game.
Right.
And then in reality, how often does that come into play in our games?
Yeah, not that often, and that's my sense of it, actually. But the other day, West held the ball for a whole quarter.
They did. Oh, they made a 3 at the end.
Right, right.
I will say Mass has a shot clock, and they're usually 35 to 40 seconds at the high school level. But the National Federation has not endorsed it. So I believe there's like 8 states that use it.
Gould.
Once again.
She's fouled. Fouls on Maisie Barker again. But yeah, you don't see teams holding the ball for that long. Typically, the shot comes up well before that, in my opinion, or a turnover or whatever.
And obviously, that's a coach's decision too, because we know the kids today, they like to shoot, and shoot.
Yeah. 63-50 now with a minute and a half left.
And even though Memorial's cutting in a little bit here, it's going to be too little, too late, I fear.
And it kind of takes 2 to tango. I mean, we mentioned West holding the ball, but there was Sauhegan, I believe, was the opponent. They were in a zone, and they didn't come out of the zone.
Yes.
So had they come out of the zone, play man-to-man, which is what West wanted, then the game would have proceeded. So it's not West's fault in this case necessarily.
Well, for both coaches, they felt that was the strategy to win.
Right.
And
Grumblet, much more playing defense. Well done.
yeah.
Lyric's looking for a foul, but
And much more right till the end. Still leading the charge down there. It was a good pass by her.
excellent vision on the court.
Yeah.
Gould to Brunette from the elbow. Won't drop. Look at Gould come in, try to get the rebound. She knocked it free, but it'll go to BG.
And with a smile on her face, she gets up. No, that's the best part. It really is. A passion for the game. That's something you can't teach.
No, it's right. Here's a home run pass. 2 BG players down here.
Yeah.
Memorial.
Oh, they missed it.
And look
And
at
a
Carrier
foul.
come down and rebound.
I'd like to see that fighting till the last minute, and that's what she's doing down there.
Jess Carrier, 5'3" junior, is going to have a lot to do on this team next year.
But to close out the shot clock, again, you know, a lot of people have opinions on that. But regardless of that, New Hampshire's still in a great state for basketball. You know, I urge people to come out and see their local teams. It's been a fun time tonight, good crowd here. Unfortunately, it looks like the Crusaders are going to just come up a little short.
Well, they just started so flat today. They were always behind.
Yes.
And it was 13-2, I think, at one point. It's a long ball that somehow gets through. That'll be laid in as we're inside of the last minute, 61-51.
I want much more as my quarterback of my flag football team. She's thrown more touchdown passes today than I think Brady has. And that was another one.
Timeout, Memorial. You want to get Grumblat back in the game. So we talked about their averages. BG is at their scoring average of 67 right now.
Yeah.
Memorial's well over what BG has held the opponents to in scoring, which is 35. And as a matter of fact, Memorial's only 6 points away from their scoring average. So it has gone to the scorers here tonight, this game, and they missed a lot of shots that they could have made. This game could be 82-81, couldn't it?
Yeah, no, and actually the game against Bedford was in the 70s, the overtime win on Saturday. Yeah, but you know, BG's big men, I think, were a difference in this game. Again, Addison Smith, great game. Freshman Megan Stock came in, gave some quality minutes. And as we said the whole time, much more is just a quarterback out there running that show.
Yeah.
And she's got all phases of the game.
Yeah, that is very much true. There's no quitting the Crusaders today, though. From Carrier, who just returned to the starting lineup. Lyric and Brunette. Gould. Here is Brunette. Gives it off to Gould. That'll go to BG. That was the play out of the timeout. Wasn't a bad attempt, but.
So I'll close this out with a little trivia question for you, Peter.
All right, go ahead.
3 D1 girls teams have won 4 straight titles. Can you name the 3 teams besides BG?
I even looked it up, but I still can't. It was Winnicott. It's got to be Nashua.
Correct.
Winnicott, and there's another time it happened.
Yes.
Wow.
And I was embarrassed because this is the one I didn't get.
Pinkerton, Londondale.
I said Londonderry. Our own Central Little Green.
Well, that's actually what I was going to guess.
76 to 81.
76 to 81.
And then you said Nashua 1985 to 1989, and then most recently Winnicott 08 to 11, and now BG. And we'll see if BG will make it 5 in a row this year.
If I were a betting man, I'd say yes.
Well, I believe that's legal in New Hampshire now, Peter.
I don't think you can bet on high school sports.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh!
Almost hit it to end it.
Everybody wanted that to go in. We end here 67 to 51. BG takes the win here at the Bronstein Gym.
Well, great game by BG. You know, we were worried about their press, as we said. I think Memorial did a good job breaking that press, but BG is so deep. They went to the benches. People from the bench filled out, and then I think the big men were the difference for the Cardinals tonight.
Yeah, that and a truly slow start from the Crusaders. If they can avoid that, they're going to be in a much better place when when and if they face this Cardinal team again, which would be in the tournament.
Well, hopefully they'll see them again at SNU in March.
And hopefully I'll see you again soon, Fred. Thanks for joining me. For Fred McNeil, I'm Peter Capano. Hope you enjoyed it at home. We'll see you next time on Manchester Public Television Services Game of the Week.